guys, so I'm here today to talk to you about how to get more followers on Instagram. I currently have 70,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm going to tell you about my experiences and what works and what doesn't. As you can probably tell because you were on this video, Instagram has become a hard platform to grow on. This is because people have become less active on Instagram and they are less likely to follow random Instagram accounts unless they're big accounts already, which is problematic for people who are just starting out. First, let me tell you what doesn't work. Don't use follower exchange apps, don't buy followers, don't use fake followers. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's really obvious when someone's followers are not exactly real. You know something's up. If you fake followers, you will have inactive followers and you will not be reputable. Don't beg people and ask them to follow you. It just looks desperate and no one's really gonna do it. Follow for follow is not a thing anymore. Don't comment follow for follow on people's photos. That might have been a thing a while ago, but it's not so much of a thing anymore. And if they do follow you, if it does work, they're most likely going to unfollow you and not be active on your account, so you don't want them anyway. Don't follow 5,000 people hoping that they'll follow you back and then unfollow them. I see people do this, they follow a bunch of people, then unfollow them all. And most likely what happens is everyone unfollows you back or you're left with inactive accounts. Now let's talk about what has potential. Definitely be active on your account. Have consistent posts. I would say post minimum 1 to 2 times a day and be consistent with that every day. However, if you do post more than once a day, which most people do, make sure you space out those posts. Don't post them right after each other. I tend to unfollow people that spam my feed. I just don't like it. I don't like seeing the same person post over and over again, and a lot of people don't. Try to make your Instagram aesthetically pleasing, which might be a hard concept for some people. Some people don't have that eye to understand, and that's fine. I'll give you some examples here. This bio is cleaner and more attractive than this bio, for example. And this feed is more attractive than this feed. You can kind of get a theme going on here. Just having a nice look to your profile kind of gets people sucked in. It only takes a few seconds for someone to look at your profile and decide whether or not they're gonna follow you. I personally think that a public profile is better than a private profile. Wow, that's a lot of P words. Some people say private's better because they have to follow you to see what you post, but I'm not gonna follow a private account just to see what they post, because then I'll have to unfollow them if I don't like it, and some people get mad when you unfollow. That's just a whole nother thing. Now, there are a few ways to get people to actually look at your profile. The first one is hashtags, and I know some people are over hashtags. Hashtags are done, but they really aren't. Research shows that engagement on Instagram posts goes up after 11 hashtags, and Instagram allows 30. So choose your hashtags wisely. Choose ones that are relative to your page and to your posts. Don't use hashtags that aren't relevant, because then people get mad. And another thing also goes with aesthetics is don't put your hashtags in your caption, especially if you're doing 30. What I like to do is I like to put the base hashtags that I use in all of my posts in my notes, and then I copy and paste them in the comments right after I post the picture. I don't know if that was a little confusing. It makes sense in my head. The next suggestion I have is to take time out of your day to be active on random people's accounts. Usually try to find people that have similar interests. For example, if you are a gamer, go into the hashtag gamer section and like and comment on people's photos. Be active, be in the community. Click on people's profiles, go through, comment on a lot of the pictures. If you like it, most likely those people are gonna see you in their notification feed and check out your profile. This works for people who are especially concerned with their follower to following ratio. And here I'm just gonna put in a bunch of random tips that I find important. Number 10 is be yourself. Don't try to be someone that you aren't, because you can't keep up that act forever, and your posts aren't gonna be that great if you are not being who you are. People wanna see other people be real. They want other people to be relatable, so be relatable, be who you are. Not everyone's going to like you, no matter if you're being yourself or if you're being fake. So you might as well just be yourself. I'd say post portrait photos versus landscape photos, because landscape photos show up smaller on the feed, and that shows difference with engagement in the photo. Interact with the followers you have so they stay. Become friends and notice them, and reply to their questions and comments. Don't post low resolution photos. I can't stand it when people do, and I probably won't follow you if you do. Try to stay out of drama. I know this can be hard, especially when someone's talking bad about your friend or yourself, but always be the bigger person in an argument. If you do get sucked into an argument, be mature, because no matter what, obviously if they're starting to fight, they already look kind of crazy. You look better automatically if you are just being calm and collected. Also, if you fight drama on Instagram, they will always be able to spin the argument to make you look crazy. So as long as you're calm and collected, they won't be able to do that. Don't post when you're sad. This can be really hard, especially for someone like me who has depression. And of course I post when I'm sad. I don't necessarily say I'm sad all the time. And this can be taken in a really wrong way. I'm not trying to be offensive or trigger people. Venting's totally all right. Saying you had a bad day or a bad week, saying why is totally fine. I'm not saying that's bad. I do it. Everyone does it. Coming to your followers for help is not a problem, but I feel like having a constant stream of negativity coming out of you is not a good way to get followers. So that's why I'm putting it in here. People are generally turned off by negativity, but you know, if that's your kind of niche, then you do you. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications because I post a video every week. Bye.